40.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Good evening. The time is 7 o'clock from Splash 106.7 FM, the Integrity Station. I am Lola Meduteni. Here is Nigeria today. First, the headlines. President Tinubu to embark on working visit to Paris. Federal government boosts power generation by 2,000 megawatts in 2 years. Ogun State government unveils new helplines to combat sexual and gender-based violence. In sports news, Simon nominated for Best African Player of the Year award. Now, the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu will depart for Paris, France today on a working visit. A statement signed by Tinubu's spokesperson, Bayo Ononuga, said that during the visit, the president will appraise his administration midterm performance and assess key milestones. He added that Tinubu will also use the retreat to review the progress of ongoing reforms and engage in strategic planning ahead of his administration's second anniversary. He added that while away, President Tinubu will remain fully engaged with his team and continue to oversee governance activities. According to the statement, the president will return to Nigeria in about a fortnight. The management and staff of NNPC Limited have welcomed the newly appointed Group Chief Executive Officer Bayo Ojulari and the Board of Directors. This was after President Bola Tinubu appointed Ojulari to replace Mele Kyari in the early hours of today, while also restructuring the NNPCL board. A statement by the company's spokesperson, Olufemi Shonaye, today said the management and staff of the NNPCL thanked Kyari and the former board members for their services to the company. Ojulari's appointment takes immediate effect. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has revealed that it took Nigeria nearly 40 years to increase its power generation by 2,000 megawatts from Apologies for that. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has revealed that it took Nigeria nearly 40 years to increase its power generation by 2,000 megawatts, from 2,000 megawatts in 1984 to 4,000 megawatts by 2022. Adelabu said this feat has been achieved in less than 2 years of the current administration, with the country experiencing a remarkable surge in power generation to an impressive 6,003 megawatts. Adelabu made this known when he was paid a courtesy visit by members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, led by its president, Margaret Oguntala, to discuss areas of collaboration between the NSE and the ministry. A statement by the spokesperson for the Minister of Power, Bolaji Tunji, said the discussion further centered on strategic partnerships, mentorship opportunities, and the crucial role of NSE in providing technical advisory support to the ministry on power-related issues. He acknowledged that while the country was not yet where it should be, the progress demonstrated that President Bola Tinubu's administration was committed to revitalizing the power sector. He therefore urged the society to take training seriously, encourage and serve as role models for the younger generation, inspiring them to show greater interest in the profession. The senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, has insisted that the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, initiated her recall process using fake constituents. Supporters from Kogi Central's 5 local government areas gathered early yesterday in Ihima Okei local government area to welcome the PDP lawmaker. Natasha received a rousing welcome from supporters despite a government ban on rallies and processions. However, the senator, in a statement issued today, challenged Bello to tell the world where he manufactured the names of those fake constituents calling for her recall. Akpoti-Uduaghan cited Bello's past actions before and during the 2023 general election, when he was accused of orchestrating multiple attacks against her, then a candidate. The senator described the recall attempt as a continuation of Bello's political vendetta against her person. The commander of 1 Brigade, Nigerian Army, Gusau, Brigadier General Timothy Okpurum, has stated that troops of 1 Brigade under Operation Fansayama have significantly reduced terrorist activities in their area of responsibility, covering Kebbi and Zamfara states. General Okpurum made this declaration during a Salah luncheon with officers, soldiers, and their families at the brigade cantonment in Gusau. According to him, the security situation was previously challenging, but through sustained military operations and the dedication of troops, the army has gained dominance over the region and curtailed terrorist activities to a large extent. The commander condemned the troops for their sacrifices and unwavering commitment, noting that in recognition of their efforts, the Chief of Army Staff has approved additional logistic support to enhance their operations further. He urged the soldiers to maintain their momentum, redoubling efforts to ensure all states in the Northwest are secured for peace and economic development. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has urged state and relevant authorities to step up enforcement of road safety regulations, particularly regarding truck standards and driver behavior. The FRSC spokesperson, Olusegun Ogungbemide, who made the call in an interview in Abuja, expressed concerns over the poor condition of trucks on Nigerian roads, citing issues like poor vehicle maintenance, speeding, and disregard for traffic regulations as contributing factors to road accidents. Addressing concerns following the recent tanker explosion on the Inyanya-Mararaba Expressway, Ogungbemide said that the crash was caused by a cement-laden Dangote truck. Ogungbemide said Nigeria does not have a national policy on restricting the movement of articulated vehicles during specific hours, leaving states to devise their own controls. He warned that no safety policy can succeed without first addressing the quality of vehicles being allowed into the country. You are listening to Nigeria Today on Splash 106.7 FM, the Integrity Station. Still ahead, Ogun State government unveils new helplines to combat sexual, gender-based violence. In sports news, Simon nominated for Best African Player of the Year award. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay with us.
Sister, you still dey wash plates?
Yes, sir. I be done nearly finish when I can see the pot where you soak for 3 days now.
Make you no vex. See, I been plan to wash them this night when we come house.
I hear you.
But shao, you too dey waste time and water. If na me, back like this, I don't finish them with half bucket of water safe.
Half waiting.
Sharp now.
But the plates no go clean now. And small time now, so we go dey sick.
Who sigh? Make I tell you, disease no dey kill Africa man.
Yeah.
Now.
I beg come out. I go even clean this house safe.
Sister, you don't come be that oh. Make you leave everything now. Make we go cook.
I beg. Princess, if you no fit wait for me, make I wash this whole plate and clean this house finish. They go.
Na person wey dey well fit to hurry. Take time clean where you dey. E dey pay o.
Welcome back to Nigeria Today. The Ogun State government has unveiled additional toll-free lines to enhance access to support services for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. The Commissioner for Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Adijat Adeleye, in a press statement today said that the additional lines were to ensure improved response time and provision of immediate medical, psychosocial, and legal assistance to victims through the sexual assault referral centers. She encouraged survivors to speak up and seek help, knowing that they are not alone, adding that enough of exposing sensitive life issues to social media, where the stigma keeps increasing and spreading even after the issue is being resolved. The commissioner, while calling for further support and cooperation of residents of the state, insisted that Governor Abiodun's administration remains resolute in enforcing strict penalties for offenders, while continuously enhancing the support systems for survivors. Away from Ogun State, the Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja has dismissed the petition filed by the Action Alliance and Adekunle Omoaje against the election of Governor Monday Okpebholo, the All Progressives Congress, and the Independent National Electoral Commission. In its judgment today, the three-member tribunal struck out the petition, describing it as lacking merit and frivolous. AA and Omoaje had challenged Okpebholo's victory in the September 21, 2024 governorship election, alleging corrupt practices and non-compliance with the Electoral Act. In its judgment, the tribunal ruled that Omoaje lacked the legal standing to challenge the election since he did not participate in the poll. It also held that his claims, which stemmed from his non-recognition as AA's national chairperson by INEC, had no basis under the Electoral Act 2022. Consequently, the tribunal dismissed the petition in its entirety. The Coalition of Civil Rights Organizations, otherwise known as Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, CCLCA, has demanded the immediate probe of suspended River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara following the weighty allegations leveled against him by Dr. George Nweke, the former head of service of the state. Highlighting some of the allegations during a press briefing in Abuja, the Director General of CCLCA, Dr. Gabriel Nwambu, called on the Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Services, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to carry out an in-depth investigation of the allegations against the governor. Dr. Nwambu emphasized that these allegations, if substantiated, highlight a serious crisis in governance and poses significant threat to the stability and integrity of our democratic institutions. He noted that the CSOs, numbering 30, are standing in solidarity with Dr. Nweke, who has offered to share evidence of corruption and other constitutional infractions perpetrated by Governor Fubara and Mr. Edison.
We call for a comprehensive and impartial investigation into the alleged arson and any related activities that threaten the legislative integrity of Rivers State. We call on the Inspector General of Police, the IGP of Nigeria, Koyade Adeolu Abetokun, PhD, MPR, to investigate and make public a comprehensive report of the immediate and remote causes of the bombing or burning of Rivers State House of Assembly, which culminated to its demolition in December 2023. We call upon the DSS to inquire into the suspected collusion with militants and proactively address any immediate threats to security.
Ebonyi State government has described reports that Governor Francis Nwifuru ordered the arrest of 5 commissioners over delay in delivery and breach of contract as false. Chairperson of the Ebonyi Executive Council, Exco Committee on Supervision and Completion of 2 state housing projects, Donatus Ilang, made the denial in a statement today. The projects are the 140 housing units for the Izo and Amaze communities, which were displaced by the Izilo communal crisis in Isheli local government area. Ilang, who is also the Commissioner for Border, Peace and Conflict Resolution, described the reports as fake news. He noted that the commissioners promised to furnish the committee with relevant information, which would enable it to confront the erring contractors. Ebonyi Police spokesperson Joshua Ukandu said no commissioner was in police custody. The Benue State House of Assembly has summoned the Commissioner for Works, Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Isaac Imojime, and others over contract for the dualization of Wurukum Air Force Base Road. They were summoned by the Assembly to appear before them to give concrete justification why the project will cost 68.329 billion naira. The Assembly also directed the Commissioner for Finance not to release funds to the contractor, pending conclusion of the investigation. This followed a motion of urgent public importance moved by Anthony Agom, representing Okboku State Constituency, informing the House that the dualization of the road has attracted public criticisms due to the amount of money involved, The House also summoned the special advisor to the governor on Bureau for Local Government, Security and Chieftaincy Affairs, Director General, Homeland Security, and the chairpersons of Otukpo, Ado, Agatu, Akpa, Kwande, Ukum, Logo, Omini, Gwe West, and Katsina Ala to appear before it on Friday, 4th April 2025 to explain the actions they have taken to stop the incessant killings and kidnapping in Otukpo and other local governments. Finally, in sports news, Nantes winger Moses Simon has been nominated for the Best African Player of the Year award in France. The prestigious award is named after former Cameroon international Marc-Vivien Foé. Simon has been in fantastic form for Nantes this season. The Nigeria international has scored 7 goals and registered 8 assists for Antoine Kombouare's side. The 29-year-old will be looking to emulate compatriots Vincent Inyama and Victor Osimhen, who won the award in the past. Inyama was the first Nigerian to win the award in the 2013 and 2014 season. Osimhen won it during his time with Lille in the 2019 to 2020 campaign. Just before we go, a recap of the top stories. President Bola Tinubu will depart for Paris, France today on a short working visit. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has revealed that it took Nigeria nearly 40 years to increase its power generation by 2,000 megawatts, from 2,000 megawatts in 1984 to 4,000 megawatts by 2022. The Ogun State government has unveiled additional toll-free lines to enhance access to support services for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. And in sports, we told you that Nantes winger Moses Simon has been nominated for the Best African Player of the Year award in France. We have come to the end of Nigeria Today on Splash 106.7 FM, the Integrity Station. The news editor is Abidemi Kajogbola. I am Lola Meduteni. Good evening. Thank you for listening.